UFO crashes in Las Vegas. What's up, guys? My name's Alex, and I've been studying the extraterrestrial UFO phenomena for 4 years now. I think now is the right time to come out and talk about this stuff. I want to give you guys like resources and guidelines on how to approach this content and some interesting articles slash videos that you can read. This video we're going to watch together. It's about a Las Vegas crash that just happened a couple days ago, and today it's like June 5th or so. So we'll get right into it.
It is the police call everybody will be talking about. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Denise Valdez.
I'm Brian Loftus. A family says something crashed into their backyard, prompting them to call 911, saying they saw creatures walking around.
Our 8 News Now investigators digging into this for weeks now. And tonight, our David Charnes with the video you will only see on 8 News Now. David?
Right, Denise, sources telling the 8 News Now investigators that several agencies believe something landed or crashed. Whether it was non-humans or not, it certainly scared the people living on this property. Now, before we show you that video, listen to their call for help.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Okay.
Well, the 8 News Now investigators.
Could you imagine just listening to that random call from that operator? Jesus, like, okay, you don't really know what to say. They probably have gotten calls like that all the time, and then a lot of these things tend to be hoaxes and whatnot, which but a lot of them aren't, and that's actually why this one is very important, because a lot of this content is covered up. The government sends squads out to kind of like basically lock down this kind of information so that people can't have access to it. It depends on how dangerous the situation is. Some extraterrestrials are good, some are bad. A lot of times they don't even get in our airspace without us knowing, but some do slip in, and we shoot a lot of them down. The government has been collecting crashes for a very long time now. You've probably heard of Roswell. I encourage you to look that up. They said it was a weather balloon after they made a news article about a UFO, and then all of a sudden it was a weather balloon after that. That's kind of where everything started. We'll make some videos about that in the coming weeks. But yeah, so that's just a little bit about what just happened, and let's see the footage of the body cam that the cop had.
Obtaining video as officers then responded to the call you just heard. You'll see the officers also saw something in the sky that night, but the big question is, what was it, and is it all connected?
Leave her alone.
It's almost midnight on May 1st when a Las Vegas Metro Police.
Look at that. That is it right there. That's the body cam footage of that police officer. Let's rewind it so you guys can see.
Almost midnight on May 1st.
There it is. Right there. A lot of the craft that you see are orbs of light, and they have many different technologies of propulsion. I don't even claim to know them all because I don't know them all. I know the common ones, electromagnetic torsion field, which is like basically the same kind of, I guess you could say, tech or natural ability that the Earth uses to move through space. These machines, craft, move in a similar manner. They have their own sphere around them, their own form of gravity, and they're basically kind of, outside of our realm of physics because they have their own gravity field. It's kind of like its own little planet.
When a Las Vegas Metro Police officer's body cam catches this, something flashing low in the sky.
911 emergency.
Minutes later,
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Someone calls 911 reporting two large figures in their backyard.
No, I'm still nervous right now.
The 8 News Now investigators obtaining
I would be
another
too.
officer's video as he's sent to the Northwest Valley home.
I have butterflies, bro. Everyone saw a shooting star, then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
By now, it's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but Metro blacked out that part of the video because it's considered private property. What's clear, they're taking this call seriously.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Asking others what they saw.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
That investigation turning up no concrete answers as of Wednesday. Whatever or whoever fell into that yard, long gone within minutes.
Oh, hey, it does 9 foot.
Gone within minutes.
So if we rewind here a little bit, there's actually, this is where the craft landed right here, and there's another news video that I'm going to show you guys here later about the, you can actually see, I don't think that camera footage was good enough, but you can actually see rings where that craft landed. And then they kind of go into where the creature slash extraterrestrial slash whatever actually went behind that backhoe there and kind of like climbed in it and tried to do something with it or start it up or just try to find out what it was. It's just like anything. If you were traveling through space and you crashed and you go to a foreign, planet, you can kind of empathize with how they would approach that. They would just kind of be like, what's going on here? What is this machine? That kind of thing. And they've been doing this for a long time, like I mentioned, and it's kind of just common protocol to just kind of do things like that on different planets, as long as you know that the atmosphere is stable and they can, breathe and whatnot.
If those 9 foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is quite weird, Brian was saying as we're watching this story. Now, we've been in contact with the family in that video, and as you heard in that 911 call, they seem very reasonable and honestly quite scared as you heard them in the call. No, they don't seem impaired in any way. And whatever crashed by the time that police got there was gone, but sources say that there's really no dispute. Something was in their yard. Exactly what? We do not know.
I mean, it's so interesting. So, like, the Metro officer sees something, the neighbor sees something. I mean, so
Right.
What could it be?
Well, we know that there are obviously a lot of military bases around this area.
Actually, you can see it right here. There's it's about right around here is when that craft, or where that craft landed, and you can kind of see, and it kind of makes those rings, and a lot of times there's like electromagnetic interference happening on the ground where those craft land. They have different forms of propulsion, like I mentioned, and some that we don't know about and some that we do, but there's just so many out there that it's hard to kind of decipher who and what is there and what kind of technology they're using at the time.
George Knapp covers a lot of that stuff for us on the 80s Now Investigators. We're showing you drone video from above that area. And we know, of course, Creech not far away, Nellis Air Force Base not far. I checked in with them. They say they are not involved at all, and we are waiting to hear from the Pentagon as well.
And you talked to these people. It seemed completely legitimate to you. And do you have any personal thoughts on maybe what it was?
Right. So it seems from talking to our sources that something happened. There was obviously some flash in the sky. A lot of people saw it that night on the night of April 30th, early in the morning on May 1st. Did that exact thing land in their yard? I don't know. But these people said they saw some SUV circling the area. Could this have been some piece of equipment that malfunctioned? Maybe they saw something and then someone came.
SUV circling the area, blacked out SUV most likely. That's probably the military coming to investigate what was happening.
I can't believe we're talking about this.
Right.
Someone came and
Picked it up.
retrieved it from the backyard in the SUV. We don't know. This all comes as a former high-level intelligence officer, an Air veteran, was on News Nation talking about how there is a program where the government collects some unidentified objects. So this might be that. We just don't know. We're going to work to find out, though.
And
Brian
no
Denny.
substances. They were looking
No
with clear
substances.
eyes. Goodness.
Very interesting.
Not
Clear eyes. Right. So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on this? Do you guys think it was an extraterrestrial? Do you guys think it was our craft? Yes, the government has these kinds of craft. They're called TR-3Bs, and there's TR-3. There's all sorts of other craft that the government has, and usually military contractors own these types of things. Lockheed Martin, Douglas Aircraft, places like that. Los Alamos is where a lot of the craft are taken, stored, studied, things like that. So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts? Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be making more content on this here in the following weeks, following days, everything like that. I'm going to keep you guys up to date with all the latest news as far as UFOs and extraterrestrials. I'm going to get resources for you guys so you can kind of do your own research. I'm not going to hand feed you everything because, one, you wouldn't believe it anyway. Cognitive dissonance is real, and if you tell somebody that the sky's red when they've only known blue, they will go against you and have a problem with that, which is rightfully so. So it's got to be a slow drip for you guys. It has to be on your own terms. You have to ask your own questions. That way you can get your own answers and kind of make your own conclusions about what's happening. I'm just going to show you info and present it to you based on what I've known. And what I continue to research. I spend a lot of time researching this stuff, kind of like deciphering what's the who's and what's of what's happening secretly with our government. It's very it's interesting to me because the question remains: if these craft are real, okay, where are they coming from? Which is kind of irrelevant in a sense. It's how did they get here and what kind of energy source are they using? And I guarantee you they're not using coal, oil, or gas. All right, that is the main thing that is what's supposed to be hidden. That would completely destroy our monetary system. There's no need for money if you have unlimited energy, which is what they're using. Just remember, there's enough energy in the palm of your hand to basically melt all the oceans on the Earth. Okay. It's just there's different dimensions of energy that you can kind of siphon and form from, so you can kind of just transmute that energy into something else. So that's kind of what these craft are doing. It's more natural than propulsion energy because propulsion goes against nature. These craft kind of work synergistically with nature. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.